Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about hemophilia gene therapy. So what do you guys think hemophilia gene therapy is? I am going to give you the, mm, according to Dominican layman's term, of what hemophilia gene therapy is. It's basically they infuse me with a vector that is supposed to fool my body into thinking that I actually have factor 8 when I don't, so that the factor 7 and factor 9 can combine together so that my blood can clot, because that's what I need. My gene therapy journey has been interesting, depressing, physically draining, mentally draining, and all of the drainings that you can think of. To start off the process, it was a long, dramatic process to actually get on the trial. And then when I was actually chosen, then we had to go through the whole blood draws, testing my liver, kidney, making sure my body was ready to take the vector. No alcohol, not fun, but anyway. So the day of the actual infusion, I had to be in the hospital for 12 hours. Had to do pressure monitoring, heart rate monitoring, everything. The infusion on the whole took about 8 hours to complete. I will post pictures and videos of that day in this YouTube video. And then, oh, semen sample, stool sample, saliva sample, urine sample. No fun. Imagine trying to give a semen sample in a hospital. Yeah. So after that, there was monitors monitoring me for the next 2 days. So I had to stay in a hotel in Tampa so that I could go to the hospital like 6 in the morning, like 2 days later. Fine, day was good. 12 hours passed. Then come the process of being monitored for the next 5 years of my life. Year one was interesting. My liver decided, hey, I'm not gonna behave. So I got put on steroids, lots and lots of steroids, which was good at the starting because I was killing it in gym. Then the weight gain of being on steroids for a year came back, which was not fun. I was popping like about 30 something pills a day, having to drive to Tampa every Tuesday, which is an hour and a half away from me, to go on an hour and a half way to come back, which meant my entire day was in the hospital and driving from home to Tampa and back, which means no work that day. Well, I mean, not being able to work is always fun, but having to go through having to fill 28 vials of blood every Tuesday, plus being monitored for your pressure, heart, there's a bunch of tests, stool samples, again, semen samples every Tuesday, urine samples, saliva samples. It was just a lot to take in and a lot to go through. Uh, and that was every week for about the first 8 months. And then after that, it decreased to every 2 weeks. And then they still had to come at my home to take blood samples and semen samples, which, well, semen samples at your home can be fun. But it was draining. The mental part about it is another story by itself because the ups and downs, the this week you go in, oh, your liver is not behaving. Next week you go in, your liver is doing fine. Next week, your liver is not behaving, which was like literally back and forth every week with me. And all the steroids and all of the medications and everything, and having to monitor myself all day long, every day was not fun. Driving was not fun, but I'm here. Would I do it again? I am still undecided about that. Yeah, so it's not for me. I am not doing this for my betterment. But as I always say, this is not about me. Being on gene therapy is not Uh, this is not for my benefit. This is for the benefit of maybe God if I have children. Their children have hemophilia. I mean, I lived in Dominica where I had no treatment for years to coming up here to actually being on prophylactic. And prophylactic is basically having to infuse ever so often just so that you prevent bleeds. Because when I was back home, I was having bleeds practically like maybe 10, 20 bleeds a month with no treatment. Yeah, in on revenue. Thanks for finding me because I was sick and you thought I was lying about it. Anyway, shout out to you guys. I work from home in America now. Anyways, yeah, so mental part about it, it was depressing because like my liver was fine before this, and then having to do all of this drama. Yeah, I actually got medically induced diabetes from prolonged steroid use. So now I'm taking diabetes medication so that my sugar levels can get back to normal because I don't take sugar in. I don't like sweet stuff, and I have been on. Yeah, it's been depressing. No, I'm not gonna say I am clinically depressed. I just have moments where I get depressed because of all of this drama that I've been going through. But it's been fine. I only infused a few times because I had a bleed last year, April. Ended up in the hospital, so I had to infuse just for precautionary measures. I haven't really infused since I've been on gene therapy, so that's a good thing. Well, I infused when I had my radio frequency ablation to my knee, again, just for precautionary measures. But other than that, I don't infuse like I used to do every 3 days, which again is another stress by itself because my veins, yeah. So this has been my gene therapy journey. I'm still on it. I have another 4 years to go of monitoring. So now I go to Tampa once every 3 months and then get a home visit twice a month. Yeah, I have videos to show of me getting blood draws and the many vials that they take of my blood, which is somewhere out there in the world, hoping that it could help future people that might be born with hemophilia and not have to go through all of this. So this is not about me. It has never been about me. I am not being selfish in doing gene therapy because hopefully somebody don't have to go through what I went through because as I've always said, I'd never wish hemophilia on anyone because it's depressing, it's draining, the pain is not nice. I have been on morphine, oxy. Also, I still have morphine and oxy at home for just in case because having so many bleeds and no treatment, my knees are like 85-year-old knees because I need to get knee replacement done, which would be another interesting journey to record, huh? When I do that, if I do that, I don't know. But yeah, gene therapy has been a journey. I would say it hopefully it works out for the future and don't have to all that infuse and all of that drama. It's gonna be expensive though. My blood is actually really rich right now. Wish I could cash it in. That would be fun. But yeah, so this has been my gene therapy journey and more to come.